This is Silver Surfman Annual 6. Don't worry, I'll do like a DC comic tomorrow or something. I have mentioned this before though, how in 1993 both Marvel and DC coincidentally did a bunch of annuals, and the whole idea was that they all had to introduce new characters. DC's were all awful. That was the blood tie stuff with the xenomorphs and all these boring one-dimensional new characters who never appeared again. The standout for DC was probably Gareth Ellis. He made up shit, man. Marvel, on the other hand, they introduced some alright characters, and this is the crown jewel, really. This issue introduces Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell. This is written by Ron Marz girl, and the character was co-created by Ron Marz girl and Ron Lee, that is Stanley Lee's little brother. This cover is by Ron Lee, but unfortunately the art inside is by another artist. The art is fine though, and with the story, don't even try to kid yourself that this is a Silver Surfman story. This is full on, unashamedly just a backdoor pilot for the new character, the new Captain Marbles. Genis-vell, he is the son of Captain Marbles, the real one, Mar-Vell. And this woman here is his mum. She is very pretty. But it's the 90s, so of course, genis-vell, he is a slacker. He has got a ponytail and he has got a cool leather jacket. Here he is trying to cheat some aliens at cards, and they're trying to bust his balls, and he runs away and they're chasing after him. And here is the Silver Surfman to break up the fight, just because he has to appear in the story. Otherwise, it probably technically can't be a Silver Surfman annual. He has been sent by Genis's mum to go and get her son because she wants to talk to him. Because you see, genis-vell, he doesn't know that he is actually Captain Marbles, the real one, Mar-Vell. He doesn't know that he is his son. Meanwhile, of course, the evil Kree aliens, they want to hassle him. They want to ruin it. So Silver Surfman, he takes Genis to his mum's planet, and he gets told about who his real daddy is. There he is there, Captain Marbles, the real one, Mar-Vell. He died before Genis was born, and there's where all the heroes were at his grave crying. And his uncle shared the changing man from the New Gods, Phineas's brother, from the Avengers, from Roy Sternman's Avengers run. He helped raise Genis. And now Genis, he is old enough that he is given his father's magic bracelets. They are called the N-word bands, and I'm not saying their actual name because it is racist. They should not be called that. It's really racist. Then the Kree show up and the Silver Surfman tries to fight them off, but then he gets knocked out from behind because this really isn't his story. So after Genis has procrastinated and gone on and on about how he's not good enough to be like his father, how he can't live up to the legacy, he is forced to put on the magic bracelets and become the new Captain Marbles, the real one. We got a big splash page here to sell it, and he fights against Ronan Reigns from the Kree. It's a good little fight, sets up genis-vell quite well. Excellent men, they're gonna bring you some pizza. Ronan Reigns, he eventually decides to just give up and go home. And we end with Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell, going to Captain Marbles, the real one, Mar-Vell's grave. And he's like yelling at the sky, saying that he will do him proud. but sadly, he never quite does. He's always a bit of a screw-up. Then we have got backup stories, and for the 1993 annuals, a lot of the backup stories tended to be like a solo story starring the new character, and unfortunately, they aren't for this one. This is instead a solo story with Terry Axe, one of Galactus Man's heralds and Silver Surfman villain. But it's just a shame, really, that we didn't have a nice solo story, another genis-vell story, because he is far and away the best character from this 1993 annuals thing. Here we have an Ace of Spades story. Him and his missus are having a bit of a domestic. And then what happens is a big blue Iron Man shows up. And so they fight it. And then they kiss and make up at the end. Finally, we have got a bunch of Silver Surfman pin-ups. Probably to make up for Silver Surfman being so irrelevant throughout this whole annual. Here is a Ron Lee one. You've got to turn it sideways, and I fucking love doing that. It's my favourite thing ever. And this is the Silver Surfman's hot new villain, who otherwise doesn't appear in this book at all. And then we have got two more. I love this though. I love this because it introduces a great character, Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell. Really good character, but where it really disappoints is that, well, it's not a Silver Surfman story. It barely even features him. The problem is that the Silver Surfman, he has virtually no connection to Captain Marbles, the real one, Mar-Vell. Like, none whatsoever. It would have made more sense for this to maybe have been, say, a story in a Kazar annual, since Kazar does have a connection to Mar-Vell, or maybe a story in the Avengers, because you can link it with Shade the Changing Man, or how Mar-Vell used to be a member of the Avengers, or again, Kazar. Silver Surfman, his only real connection to Mar-Vell is that he went to his funeral, which was actually a continuity error in and of itself. With that said, this does at least present a new connection in the shape of Silver Surfman and genis-vell. And this is something that will continue for a while, with genis-vell appearing in Silver Surfman's book until he eventually spins off into his own series. Sadly, after that, not much is done with Silver Surfman being like a mentor figure to genis-vell, and when he does get his own book, the Silver Surfman is again pushed away. If you accept this story as not being a Silver Surfman story and instead just being like Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell, issue number 1. This is good. This is really good. So I'm going to rate it 7 thumbs up.